Welcome back to Midday. We are chatting now with John from Abbott Wealth Management.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to have you guys on the show.
Thank you very much.
I've had a few other people we were saying on the show from Abbott Wealth, but this is my first time interviewing you.
Oh, well, I can't remember who I've been with, so.
Yeah, it's a treat to have you.
Thank you.
So we're talking stuff for 2017.
Yeah, I guess like everybody else, we'll start with the goal setting. I mean, that's really where our job starts. So we can't do anything without setting those goals, right?
Yes.
And
Need direction.
Whether it's personal, financial, health, career, everybody, you need those goals. You need them written down. You need to make sure you're on track to, and you need to make sure someone holds you accountable for them.
Written down, that's a good tip too, because I think
it is.
Lots of people feel like if they've thought about it or considered it, that's good enough.
Yeah, but no, even if you put it on a sticky note, sometimes it doesn't have to be. You need to find it. Obviously, you need to make sure it's there. But if you,
but it doesn't have to be a formal process.
No,
just
I mean,
put it down.
for us, we prefer a formal because then we can look back a year, 2 or 3, 5 years down the road. Where were we? How did we get here?
Yes.
Where are we now?
Have we achieved those goals?
Exactly. So that's why one of the slides is it's nice to have that written down for sure.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing about goals, they need to be. You might have heard the word or term before, SMART goals.
Yes.
And they have to be specific. They have to be measurable. They have to be attainable, realistic, and then time-bound. And when you look at it, if you think of them that way, it makes more sense, right? So, having a goal without one of those attributes, it's not a goal. It's a wish or a dream or something like that.
Absolutely,
right?
and it leaves it open-ended, right?
It does, right? So exactly that. If you're not going to get there and it's not attainable, it's not a goal.
Yes.
Right? Now that doesn't mean it may not be a goal 10 years down the road when that becomes a little clearer. But if you think about those attributes and you put it into those categories, it brings things a little bit more. I guess it narrows it down a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. It helps people instead of having a broader goal. I want to have more money, or I want to.
It's too broad.
Happy.
What does that mean?
Yes.
I mean, tomorrow I may have more money because I have $1.
Absolutely.
Is that what you're right? So you have to it is. It's not specific. It's a nebulous goal, and if it's nebulous, you don't know if you're going to be happy if you achieved it or not, or what does that mean?
Exactly.
Right? Health-wise, what does that mean? Career-wise, we want to understand that for all our clients, but you don't know until you start asking the questions.
It's different for everyone, right?
Sometimes if people think of it's a little bit too prying too much, but really that's where it comes down to trying to understand what's important to you.
So is it preferable for you guys if when people come in to meet with you, if they've considered those things already, if they've worked through those SMART goal settings?
If you know that already, it makes our job a lot easier.
Yes.
Right? And a lot more realistic too.
And I'd imagine it would make it less stressful for the person who's coming in for the...
I think to some degree, for sure. Then we can help, again, if it's realistic or not, right? From our side, it's a little bit more on the money side, but realistically, it's more all-encompassing as well. But again, someone might have an idea that they want to pay down their mortgage in 5 years, and they're just happily going at it at minimum payments. Well, we know that's not going to achievable.
Yes.
Right? And sometimes we have to take or realistic. So we have to take a step back to explain that this is not going to work that way.
Okay.
And this is the reason why, right? So, and put a better plan in place. So
yes. And we have one last slide here.
Yeah, we have a last question here. And I think this is we put it as a kind of a brain teaser, but realistically, if you think about it this way, and if we can pull that out for an advisor or a planner, it really does help us out to make sure we're on the same page day by day, month by month, year by year, for sure. And if we can make those goals specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound, SMART, as well as answer that question to a little, and that one may not be as specific, but answer that question, we know that we're on the same page 3 years out.
Yes, and that will inform your SMART goal setting as well.
And I bet you, I know a lot of people haven't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Right? And where do you want to be?
Tangible term.
Yeah, education-wise. I mean, that's, I got a 4-year degree. Okay, you got to be, I have 4 years. That's where I'm going to be. Right?
Totally.
Not 5, not 8. Right?
Not 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know I got to retire in specific. So, but at least it gives you benchmarks along the way, and then if you get to that goal, you're happy with it.
Perfect. Right. Setting SMART goals in 2017.
Exactly.
Great place to start. Thank you so much for coming on, John. We always enjoy having you. You can visit info or email for contact, info@abbottwealth.com. We'll be right back with more Midday.